And welcome everybody to the 18th episode of Arc of Wrestling. I am your host, Greg Alvarez, and joining me today is a small cast, but it's a nice one. We don't have some annoying people here today. Very sick people, though. We have Strike.
I'm here.
We have Jimmy.
Hello.
And we have Jonesy. That's it.
Yep.
Is Jonesy going to talk this week finally without getting cut off?
Nope.
Good man.
I notice how you talk a lot during the What the Fuck cast, but when you get on here, you don't talk for shit.
Nope. Because he's not a fan like the rest of us.
Yeah. So
we have a fake Among Us.
It's Friday night because we were gonna do.
It's Friday.
Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday.
We were gonna do a cast on Sunday, and then the Super Bowl was gonna happen, and so we were like, oh well, we'll probably do it on Saturday, and then.
Can't do it on Saturday either.
Yeah, the Puppy Bowl's on Saturday.
Or
Sunday.
Damn it.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday's gonna be a pretty big day. I'm sure as hell gonna get wasted.
Who is it?
Yeah.
I probably ain't. Who knows?
Because, Jonesy, you have a headache. You need a cure with alcohol.
Oh,
I
obviously.
don't have any alcohol.
Because he's
Good
underage.
alcohol.
Go to the store. Go buy a 6-pack.
He's underage. He can't.
I hate beer.
How do you hate beer?
This beer doesn't taste good?
Beer is, well,
Stuff I've tasted tastes like shit.
what have you tasted?
Let's see, Budweiser, Bud Light,
There's your fucking...
Coors.
Budweiser tastes like piss. Plain and simple. If you want... My personal favorites is Guinness, Heineken,
You need the Dos Equis. Come on now.
Dos Equis, there we go. Dos Equis, Samuel Adams.
That would be the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
But this is a wrestling podcast. So...
Oh, it is?
It's a lazy cast.
Yeah, it's a very lazy
It's
cast
cast.
tonight. But
I had no idea it was
we
a
don't
wrestling.
have Hunter. We don't have Hunter here to cuss people out. We don't have Mike here to be an indie fan. Too bad too, because a match that he had been waiting for a long time was on Raw tonight, or not tonight, on Monday night. As we start off the show with Johnny Laurinaitis, Punk, and Daniel Bryan, in which he makes the announcement that later tonight it was going to be Punk versus Daniel Bryan. And then he makes a bunch of other matches before the show. He announces that the Elimination Chamber was going to be Punk, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, R-Truth, and Chris Jericho.
Cool.
That seems like an amazing
Yeah, it
Elimination
does.
Chamber.
Yeah, the fact that Punk and Jericho are in it is good itself, And then you got Kane, and then Miz, and then
Kane's not in here.
I thought Kane was in the Rumble.
No.
I mean, the Chamber.
No.
No?
No. Kane is probably going to be facing Cena again.
But Cena's in the Chamber.
Cena's on in the Chamber.
He's not in the chamber.
I just
Yeah.
named off everybody. It's Punk, Kingston, Ziggler, Miz, Truth, and Jericho.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of
I'm
nobody's
just-
Jericho and Punk.
I'm just so
That's all.
used to Punk. I'm just so used to Cena being in every single event.
Yeah. Now that he's getting pushed back and being in a rivalry that, actually has a storyline and is not just for a title. It's kind of a little
Rarity.
surprise. Yeah, it's rare. And mind Strike tonight because he's playing Skyrim at the moment. What are you doing right now, Strike?
It's playing Rim Job.
I'm going through this first dungeon of the game on my mage.
Oh, alright. So,
Yeah.
pretty much, we were all hyped when they announced Bryan and Punk. That was going to be a fucking great match. And then Sheamus walks out, says that he won the Royal Rumble, and then the promo ends.
Hey guys, I won the Royal Rumble.
My
Want
fuck
to go
you
back to
of the week
commercial?
goes to Sheamus. Because
Oh, great podcast, everybody. Let's go.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us.
So pretty much they say that Orton versus Ziggler was going to be next, and we go to commercial, as we have the Orton versus Ziggler match, and which was a really good match.
It could have been better.
You think it could have been better?
It always could be.
Well, yeah.
Especially between the two of them.
But they're not gonna,
all matches could be better.
They're not going to... Okay, you have Orton versus Ziggler, and then later in the night you have Punk versus Bryan. Which one do you think they want to have as the biggest match of the night? Of course, Orton and Ziggler could have put on one of the greatest matches of the night, but I'm pretty sure they were trying to keep it good, but not as good as what was expected to come. Yeah,
but I mean, Orton is a solid wrestler, and Ziggler is as well. They could have really done a lot with it.
Well, you know, I'm never letting down the option of seeing Orton versus Ziggler in the future.
But I mean, obviously they don't want pay-per-view quality matches to be on the shows, as quoted Paul Heyman.
Yeah, God forbid.
But then we had the Punk and Bryan match, but that hasn't come up yet. But still, I think when the time comes, Ziggler and Orton will be put against each other, and it's just going to be an amazing rivalry. Hopefully soon, because Orton's getting a little old.
Yep.
How old is Orton, anyways?
He's not even 30, I don't think.
You don't think he's even 30 yet?
No, he was...
He was 24 when he won the championship, right?
I thought he was like 21.
Was he 21?
He was young.
Yeah, he was young.
Orton is...
I mean, they basically gave him the championship so they could erase Lesnar.
Orton is 31 right now.
Oh. And I didn't save.
Yeah.
Since before entering the freaking chamber, or the dungeon, or whatever.
Yeah,
so
he
won
won...
last hour.
Yeah, he won the championship at 24.
Yeah.
Against, Benoit.
Against who?
Against that man at SummerSlam.
Oh, I thought he just took the title after it vacated.
So, yeah. I mean, and then after that we had the Funkasaurus.
Yeah.
Brodus Clay
Ew.
versus Mr. Bark Bark, Tyler Rex.
Bark Bark?
Bark? What?
Yeah, the Bark, he does the Bark Bark on that show, right?
That's Titus O'Neil.
Oh, that's Titus O'Neil.
Tyler Rex is the guy with the dreads.
Yeah. So, you know, I like Tyler Rex, but, this was a dinosaur match. The Funkasaurus versus...
The T-Rex.
The T-Rex. Yeah, exactly. Did they even make a joke about it?
I think they did.
Because I think when you get that opportunity...
I wasn't paying attention.
In all honesty, I sort of liked Rex whenever he was relevant last year or the year before, back when Cabal was still around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got into the Survivor Series match or the bragging rights team,
Oh, but he didn't have any, he didn't cut any promos during it. He was just there as filler.
Yeah, but they didn't give him anything. I mean, they had him go over Cabal, and he had that inverted Death Valley driver. It just seems like a waste almost.
No, I've heard everybody's opinion on the Funkasaurus, but I haven't heard Jimmy's yet.
My opinion is he's kind of entertaining.
Because, of course, the fucking podcast is split between it's a great promo and it's a great gimmick and, like, what the fuck is this?
That only Mike thinks that. Because Mike is...
No, honestly, I think Hunter thinks exactly the same thing, but Hunter doesn't give a shit about anything.
Hunter likes it.
Hunter says no.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's an interesting gimmick because it's something I guess you haven't seen in a while. So when you see it, it's like interesting to watch.
When was
it has
the
your
last?
attention, even though
I don't know why I'm clapping, but I'm clapping.
When was the last over-the-top gimmick that WWE did like this?
Over the top.
This is over the top. This is definitely over the top. I'm talking about like
Hmm.
full
Gobbledygook.
force, like, he's going out, he's dancing, and
The Gobbledygookler.
Val Venus.
That was a while back.
That's the only one that comes to mind, to be honest with you.
Maybe Kazarni or Pirate Burchill.
oh, Kazarni. I fucking yeah. Oh,
And then
man.
there was Burchill with his little sword and eye patch.
What's his face? Kevin Thorne?
That was back in beginning of ECW. Or WWECW.
Yeah,
He was the vampire dude, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
with hot Ariel.
Those were fake.
Doesn't actually? Could they be fake? I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, as we move on, we had the CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan match, which was absolutely match of the night.
Again, there could have been much more done with this match.
Again, Strike.
Was there a
it's
Divas?
still-
Was there a Divas match? I don't remember.
I don't think the match ended, actually.
There was a Divas match tonight, but it was super quick. But no, the match won by disqualification. Jericho came out and threw Daniel Bryan into the barricade, and then he hit the bell rang, and then he hit the code breaker on Punk, causing D-Bry, my boy D-Bry, to win it by disqualification. It was pretty. I enjoyed the match, but again, it is a Raw show. They're not going to have a Raw like a pay-per-view quality match on Raw. But that, for what it was,
that'd be stupid.
But for what it was, that has to be one of the best matches of the year, right now. So far, at least.
You mean on a televised show, right?
Well, what would you say is the match of the year right now?
Oh, right. We're in 2012. I was thinking we were carrying on from last year.
No.
I thought we were
now,
thinking
it's a match of the year.
I thought we were going from pay-per-view to pay-per-view. I mean, from WrestleMania to WrestleMania. You know.
So yeah, I mean that was, and now Jericho has made that heel turn when he hit that. Well,
it's not a heel turn.
You don't think it was a heel turn? I mean, he did go after.
It's always been a heel.
He's been heel since he came back.
He's always been heel.
Yeah, but
I think he finally made it official. I mean, you couldn't really. Of course, he kept on, teasing the fans, but that wasn't an official heel turn. I think when you make an official heel turn, you have to make a statement, and he made that statement last night.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, what has he really done to be heel? He's attacked somebody. Faces attack heels all the time, There's really no way to say what is heel and what isn't until they actually make their, what would be the word? Their intentions clear.
Do you think he's going to make his intentions clear by Elimination Chamber?
Or by Monday?
Probably. I'd say Monday.
He's going to probably cut a promo on Monday.
Hopefully. Because we haven't heard him cut a serious promo since he returned. So after that,
You're right there?
they announce
Be right back.
They announced that boxing legend Mike Tyson will be inducted into the 2012...
Mike Tyson's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm honestly surprised it didn't happen sooner.
Strike, you didn't even know that Mike Tyson was even in WWE history.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about this and you had no idea that Mike Tyson did that angle with Austin and DX?
No, I'm pretty sure I knew that much.
No, dude. I could if I could go back far enough, I could bring up that conversation we had on Skype where you had no idea that Mike Tyson was part of the angle, and I had to pull up videos for you, and then you were like, oh, okay.
No, I think I always knew that. I'm not sure, though. Then again, I'm sick, so...
Yeah. So, Mike Tyson...
What, being sick impedes your memory, or what?
Anything impedes my memory. You don't know me? Hi, I'm Strike.
So, Mike Tyson, if you give our lovely 3 viewers right now... Well, not viewers, we're not streaming live tonight. Or any listeners that are listening this far... Mike Tyson was in the Attitude Era. From Royal Rumble
What's the Attitude Era?
The greatest era sports entertainment.
The era that WWE is trying to get to now.
Yeah.
Was John
no, they're
Cena
not
a
trying
part of
to. But he was at the Royal Rumble in a box seat, and then he joined DX, and then he backstabbed DX to join Steve Austin at the Rumble.
And
He
then
helped Austin.
Michael-
No, not at the Rumble, at WrestleMania. And then he helped. He helped Austin win over Michaels.
And then he gave Michaels a hook or a jab. Or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call
It's one of the most recognized rivalries to come out of the Attitude Era. And it still is today.
Yep.
Do you think that rivalry had to be the defining moment of the Attitude Era? That was like its peak?
I thought it was 316.
Well, no, that's what started the Attitude Era. But like, where did it peak from there? Could it have been the Mike Tyson WrestleMania thing, or could have been somewhere else? That's what I'm trying to...
I didn't watch during then, so I can't give a fair...
Yeah. So after they announced Mike Tyson, they had Kofi Kingston versus The Miz.
Sorry.
And another, decent match. This entire Raw was decent. It was actually probably one of the best Raws put on
this year.
Not just this year. I think of last year as well.
A lot of good matches.
What?
A lot of good matches.
A lot of good matches, except for the Divas match.
Ooh.
But the Divas match was just, faded away.
I stopped that trap the first time, but I ran Smackdown into it the second time.
And that's your daily strike talk.
Good playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyways, in the Kofi Kingston... Surprisingly, Kofi Kingston puts a win over The Miz.
Surprisingly?
What?
Surprisingly?
Yes, because, Kofi... Okay, first, Kofi Kingston had a failed run with Air Boom as a tag team.
It wasn't failed.
Yes,
I mean,
it was failed. Evan Bourne failed it completely.
It was Bourne's fault, but it wasn't...
It was Bourne's fault.
Exactly, which makes the entire Air Boom...
Yeah, but see, the thing lasted through
failed.
an entire suspension. That's got to say something.
Yeah, they got self-suspended again.
Yeah, the second suspension did it, but the first suspension, they still had faith in him. So, I mean...
Well,
their faith was unfounded.
A lot of the superstars in the back are hoping that...
Save it for the newscast.
Okay. So Kofi won that match over Miz as we go to Dave Otunga and Laurinaitis talking about what's going to happen later tonight, which is the review of Laurinaitis' work with Triple H. So, and then we have the Divas match. I can read it. It's like 1 second. Bell rings and Eve takes Beth to the corner but gets overpowered out, and Beth goes to the right with a glam slam and nails it to win in a squash win. Simple enough.
Well, she's been out for a month. She's got to regain her dominance,
And then that causes Kane to come out.
Yay.
He comes out to go after Eve, and then Cena comes out and starts beating the shit out of Kane. Cena hits the attitude adjustment at ringside, but Kane slides out and escapes through the crowd. Cena is still being a fucking bitch about not turning into a heel, and I hate that, and I want him to die, because he's not going
to turn into a heel. He's not going to.
If he doesn't turn into a heel by WrestleMania, they're going to have to make The Rock look like the bad guy.
Or, they could give him an edge and keep him face. Like, the logical thing to do would be, Because that would still give them the merchandise sales, that they want.
But you can't, it's Cena.
Oh.
It's Cena versus The Rock. You're going to have one guy be that full-on heel. Right?
No,
yeah, but
one guy doesn't need to be heel, because remember when Rock fought Austin the third time, there was not really a heel in the match, and then basically the Triple H versus Undertaker, there was no heel in that match either. They just fought.
And besides, The Rock's at a point where he's not going to be heel or face.
No, we're talking
Exactly.
about, okay, look at, it's more of a passing of a torch. Remember Shawn versus, I want to bring back, Shawn versus Hogan. That was a good passing of a torch match where
It was.
Shawn was a heel. Shawn
Oh.
went full force against Hogan.
Well, he was definitely a heel by then, but
I think you're trying to refer back to Hogan versus The Rock. Because I don't remember any torches passed back then. I remember it passed during Hogan and The Rock.
Do you remember the Hogan and Rock rivalry?
Yeah, I remember it. The torch ended up getting pretty much passed after that match was over.
Yeah.
That's because you said Hogan versus Michaels, and I don't remember any torch being passed. But
That was a pretty big. No, that was a good torch being passed. Hogan was in a match where he passed the torch a lot of times.
I guess because I don't see how you could pass the torch with someone that almost started the exact same time you did.
Hogan had a big torch to pass, and so he split it up into different pieces. And it's just the way I look at it.
Okay.
I guess I don't think you passed torches that many times, but if
Hogan's torch isn't very big.
Sports splinters.
Yeah.
The steroids shrunk
splintered
it down.
yeah, people don't want his torch, so they give it back. So that's why he's still wrestling.
Yep.
His
Makes
torch,
it-
his
They're using the
torch
torch they fixed his spine with the torch.
His torch is getting limp. And then we have the review.
His torch is a little limp.
Yeah. It's the self-assessment test. Oh no. So, I'm sorry. I kind of blanked out for a moment. Johnny Laurinaitis said it was time for Johnny Laurinaitis, review of to give him his review from Triple H. And he was like, so Laurinaitis says, oh, I'm going to give myself a self-assessment test. And he gives himself a round of fives of creativity, of, teamwork, and blah, 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 blah. Triple H music hits. He gets a nice reaction from the crowd. He says that, he's been spineless, and he's gutless, he's not very swift. And then he says that the board gave him permission that whenever he was ready to return, that he could return and take over Raw. And then he was kind of hyping up Vince McMahon's Kiss My Ass Club, and where we would see Triple H make Laurinaitis kiss his ass, which would have been amazing to see, but we didn't get to see that.
So
Even
explain.
though he got on his knees and everything.
Yeah,
He even put on
Laurinaitis
lip.
got on his knees and puckered up.
No, it was lip gloss.
I thought it was chapstick.
No,
Or
it was-
chapstick, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I almost said lipstick for a second, but
So he was about to give Laurinaitis his future endeavors when the lights turn out, the bell tolls, and it's The Undertaker with his
oh
fake
my god.
fucking hair. I couldn't look at him seriously at all.
How is it fake?
He shaved off his hair.
No.
It was like 9 months
Strike, it
ago.
was Kane. This is Kane. It's not Undertaker.
Oh right, it's Kane with the fake wig, right?
You can't grow your hair that long in 9 months. I've tried doing that. It's impossible. That was a fake wig. I don't know how much hair he has under that hat,
As opposed to a real wig.
but that was a fake fucking... That was just a wig.
Hey,
Now,
there
he
are.
could have he could have kept on growing his, and apparently people have seen him like 4 months ago, and they still said that he was bald. So you knew that was a wig under that. Now he could have kept his hair growing, and they could have put extensions in, so it actually looked real, and not that plastic shit that he had coming out. But
How do you tell that was plastic?
But Triple H,
It looked wrong. It looked wrong.
terrible.
It looked heavily dyed, but it didn't look fake.
It looked fake.
You could tell it was fake.
You knew it was fake. Anybody who never watched WWE could look at that hair and say that is fake hair.
But Kane's hair is real.
Kane has okay.
Whatever.
Triple H and Undertaker stare down. Triple H leaves, and then we just that's it. Triple H stops on the stage. But then he just keeps on walking. Kane looks at, just stares blankly, and then looks at the
Kane.
Did I just say Kane?
Yes. Even
Taker looks blankly at Triple H, and he looks back at the WrestleMania sign, and then it's over.
Kane is here. No, just
Did you mention the part where Triple H patted him on the shoulder?
Yeah, Triple H walked away.
Like he was like, good game?
I mean, but
He's like, it's
okay.
He's like, it's okay, man. It's okay. You can keep trying. Keep trying.
Here's my question. Do you think that was a good way to bring back Taker?
Yes.
Yeah, because he said Triple H was basically saying like, I put all my past behind me. I want to keep it strictly business at this point. Nothing more personal. And pretty much right after he said that, Undertaker came out showing like a personal thing is still involved.
Yeah, and,
So,
and that
that's
patting on the
good.
shoulder was like him saying, I can't beat you. It's not even worth it to try.
Now, do you think that they would have another Triple H Taker match?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna. I'm pretty sure it might. More than likely, it's gonna happen.
Remember,
right
this
now,
is match number 3. First one was at WrestleMania 17.
to be 4.
No, it's 3.
Last year was 3. Last year was 3. They fought 2 times before then. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Perfect.
they had one at
That's
WrestleMania 17, then they had last year's, and then they're going to have this year's. I can look that up again, though.
I'll look it up right now just to make sure too.
But, look, so I'm looking here, number 17, we had, just something, we'll hold with us, people, but
Anyway, just continue talking. We'll
we had
continue looking at
Undertaker
it.
defeated Triple H at WrestleMania 17. That was the first one. And then we had him fight at WrestleMania, the last year's WrestleMania, and he won. Taker won that one, and that was it.
Okay.
This is gonna be
I guess.
this is gonna be number 3 for him. And I think the only way, and I hope probably you guys are gonna agree with me with this, if they would ever have that match again. Ever,
Which match again?
The Triple H versus Taker match, it has
No.
to be. It has what?
He said no.
It's not going to happen.
It's already going to happen, but
No.
if it's going to happen, it has to be in a Hell in a Cell.
It's not going to happen.
Why?
It has to be.
Why?
Because
Why do you say
look,
it's not going to happen? That's what I'm saying.
Because it's going to be the third time, and they could use that match on a much better person.
Look, it's Okay, first it's WrestleMania. It's going to be his 20th win, or it could be his first loss.
It's going to be his 20th win.
Chances are this is his last WrestleMania. So
Chances are this is probably going to be his last WrestleMania. Exactly. And if at any point, if this is going to be his last WrestleMania, it has to be in a Hell in a Cell. That's Taker's playground, is the Hell in a Cell. And then Triple H took over, and that was his playground. Triple H only lost one Hell in a Cell in his lifetime, I believe, and that was against Batista. Now, this is the best way that you could have it.
Or you could have Taker face somebody who is a little bit more worthy.
Like who? Who else is worth? I mean, there's
Jericho.
but Jericho's already been facing Punk.
How do you know this for sure?
Think
I mean,
about it.
you could stick him against Barrett. You could stick him against Sheamus, an up and comer. Just people who.
Because Barrett's already probably gonna be facing Orton at Mania for the last time.
But I mean,
Look, this is what
there's just all this. There's all of this talent that you can put them with to
Look, 'cause
get.
remember,
to
they're
push.
expecting to have the Money in the Bank match, and
Right.
and names that they said were gonna be in the Money in the Bank match were Kane, Swagger, Del Rio. I can't remember some other ones, and then they're gonna have, and we're probably gonna see Barrett versus Orton for the last time. We're gonna see Punk versus Jericho. We're gonna see The Rock versus Cena. And then we're gonna see probably Bryan versus Sheamus. And then we're just gonna have Triple H versus, Triple H versus Taker. Hopefully in a Hell in a Cell match, and hopefully either Cena or not Cena. Hopefully, I don't really care if either one win or lose. I don't care if Undertaker loses. I don't care if he wins. That would be an amazing match to watch. And I will
They should
probably
have-
even buy that pay-per-view because that sounds like an amazing pay-per-view.
They should have Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar.
What?
They should have Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar at
That
WrestleMania.
will never happen.
It would be the best. It would be a nice match.
I guess one match that Taker would have would be against Sting. In Mike's dream match. But even that would highly be unlikely because TNA is so behind Sting right now. They would have never let him go.
And Sting just recently signed a new contract with him.
I didn't hear anything about that. Probably. If you look that up.
I might have got my information wrong, but I thought I heard something about it the other day.
I haven't heard anything about it, but if it's true, then we'll never see Taker versus Sting.
Okay, well, I'll look into it. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Yeah. So,
Well, I'm just saying there's more people to...
of course, again, yeah, of course there's more people.
I mean, imagine Sheamus, for whatever reason, using his Royal Rumble win against the Streak. Saying that for
No,
whatever
you can't do
reason
that. The Royal Rumble win is specifically there for
rules are made up on the spot.
for the titles. No.
I mean, how many times is the Money in the Bank stipulation?
Strike, don't be stupid. It's not. That's not gonna happen. Plain and simple. They're not gonna waste that win on it. Triple H trained Sheamus, and he's behind him full force. The reason why Sheamus won the championship so early is because Triple H wanted him to win. He had full determination that Sheamus was gonna be the next big guy, and he is. They're not gonna have him waste his championship on the Streak.
It's still possible. It would be a first, you know? It'd be groundbreaking that the Streak is more important to him than the title.
I think I would find that wasteful. But someone like Barrett, someone like Sheamus is for sure would have been a better choice for Taker to fight rather than like Henry back in the day or Orton or someone like that. Actually, I like the Orton Taker feud back then.
Well, they could probably use it on Orton then, with his Viper gimmick. Saying he's involved
No,
more.
they wouldn't have him face Orton again. He's not that big.
Well, I just don't want it to be against Triple H
It's
again.
gonna
'cause
happen. I'm sorry, dude.
That would be the third time.
Probably set in stone already.
Yeah, it's probably already set in stone.
But they changed so many plans off the top of their head. Why can't they just do it this time?
Because look, they're still going with the Barry and Orton feud, and both of those guys are going to be in the chamber at Elimination Chamber. So that means they're just going to have their final match at WrestleMania. So it can't be Barrett, it can't be Orton. Sheamus already has a match for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know it's not going to be for the WWE Championship. It's gonna be for
You
the
don't
World
know.
Heavyweight Championship, and he's going to.
You don't know this.
No. I do know this. Why? Because I have logic. I have common sense.
Let me just not confirmed. LOL.
There's no other guy there for him to face. I know Triple H probably wants a match against Taker one last time in a Hell in a Cell. Everybody wants to see Taker versus Triple H in a Hell in a Cell.
Nobody wants to see Triple H a third time. I'd much rather somebody like Jericho or a new talent that could really benefit from the push do it.
Now Jericho, remember Jericho was someone I've been pushing a long time for Taker to face, and then they had to put that on Punk. I would have rather see Jericho and Taker go at it, and then at SummerSlam have Jericho versus Punk. I think
So
I would
then-
love to see that. But then who? And then it would have to be like someone like Del Rio versus Miz at the main
Yeah.
event or something like that.
But what about a Punk and Taker feud? I mean, how would that work?
Punk and Taker?
Yeah. I mean, with how Punk was going during the summer with the fourth wall breaking and stuff.
You would have to.
I mean, couple that with The Undertaker.
You would really have to push Punk against the WWE full force.
Right.
You
Which,
have to make him against the system because right now
like, it's probably too late at this point. But I
it's
mean,
way too late at this point.
back in the summer, you could
Back
see
in the summer, it would have been perfect. You could have had Taker come in and defended the WWE as Punk went full force as a tweener or even as a heel again, and said fuck WWE and fuck the system. It would have worked, but now it's way too late. It's not even in reach anymore.
Fuck the system.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're pretty much you could easily say it's gonna be Taker versus Triple H at WrestleMania one last time. And if Triple H wins, then he wins. But if he loses, who knows? We may see Taker there one last time at WrestleMania the following year. As we move on to TNA Impact.
Ew.
In which I
Yay.
watched, and I have to say, there was a really good match. Actually, the matches were actually pretty good.
There's always
TNA
at least
matches are
one good
always
match on
good.
TNA.
TNA
There's
matches-
always at least one, but the leadership behind it is just smash head against wallish.
Yeah. Okay. Now this TNA was set in London. They're on the European tour, and oh my god, this crowd at TNA, I would have to say was a better crowd than last year's WrestleMania. Like, holy shit, this crowd was amazing.
Yeah, but that's because the UK's all like, we love wrestling.
And they were just absolutely loving every moment of that TNA. As we start out with a promo of Bobby Roode and Bully Ray are out. This causes they call out James Storm. So James Storm comes out, and right before James Storm gets to start, Sting comes out. And he pretty much makes the match that James Storm will have two matches that night. He'll first face Rude, and then he'll face Bubba. And then he made the match. It'll be a main event at Against All Odds. It'll be Rude versus Bubba versus Storm versus Jeff Hardy.
So I'm confused. Did Bubba turn face?
No, Bubba is still heel. He's teamed up with Rude right now.
Oh, so Storm is the champion?
No, Rude is the champion.
But I thought Rude was heel.
Yeah, he is heel.
Oh, so he still has the title?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
So,
Yeah, you could tell how much we watch TNA.
so Sting is still, the owner, the quote owner of the company. Or did he give it I can't remember if he gave it back to Dixie.
I'm pretty sure he did. He was just made an on-screen figure.
The first match was Samoa Joe and Magnus versus Matt Morgan and Crimson. Now there was a stipulation in this. Before the match they flipped a coin, and whoever called the coin right would get the advantage in the tag match, which allows both partners to be in the ring at the same time, while the other partner would have to stay, while the other team will have just one person in the ring, and it will be regular tag team rules for them. The match is called a Buckingham Brawl, and so they flipped the coin, and the winners of the flip was Matt Morgan and Samoa Joe and Magnus. So both of them got to be in the ring at the same time against whoever was going to be in the ring. So they started out with Crimson. It was actually a really good tag team match, and Magnus and Samoa Joe won that match against Crimson and Matt Morgan. That was really... Oh, wait. Yeah, so that was really good. So we go to a promo with Eric Bischoff, talking to his son Garrett, and he was like, oh, I know who your trainer is, but too bad he's not going to be here. And then Garrett picks up the phone. He's like, oh, he is going to be here tonight, and he wants to talk to you tonight. So apparently for weeks they've been wondering who the trainer was of Garrett, and we're going to find out. Match of the night was next. First, we started with a promo video package of Mark Haskins. He's British. He's born in London, I believe, and he is fucking awesome. His finisher is kind of a ace cutter, so you kind of understand where he is. Awesome match, amazing match. Austin Aries wins that match. As we go on to Storm versus Rude, another good match. Rude won that one after Bully Ray interfered while the referee wasn't looking, and then Rude hit Storms with the spear. Next week, and then I stopped watching after this because we had to do the podcast. Knockouts champion Gail Kim versus Tara. Tara wins in a non-title match. And then Garrett Bischoff comes out to announce his trainer. Who's his trainer? Anybody guessed?
Terry Funk.
No.
Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. Hulk Hogan comes back after a small hiatus. And he's
left?
Garrett Bischoff's trainer. And then we have the last match of the night, which is Bully Ray versus James Storm. And the winner of that match, as he hits the last call, was James Storm as we end TNA. From what I watched of TNA, it was really good. It was really well done.
The matches can be very solid.
The match
I'll
would be
admit
definitely very solid. The only thing I did not like about what I watched at TNA was the whole Bischoff-Garrett angle. I don't like... I like Bischoff. And I like...
Is his son any good at wrestling?
I haven't seen his son in a match. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of his matches. But his son has his father's charisma. That's for damn sure. But they need to find a new story to work with, because I don't like why they keep on bringing back Bischoff and Hogan back together. It really aggravates me to no end. And I don't like Crimson at all. Like what we're gonna talk about this during the news, because a list came out and they named Crimson something, and so we'll talk about that later. As we move on to what just ended about 2 hours ago, or an hour ago, Smackdown. Now, I didn't watch Smackdown because I was trying to watch TNA, so can one of you guys go over Smackdown?
Not off the top of my
I didn't
head,
catch the first 45 minutes, so...
If I gave you the results of Smackdown, would you go over them?
Sure. I'm paused right now. Just
Okay.
give me the results.
We'll be giving you the results right now. Yeah, so I don't know if Smackdown was good or not, so I'm going to have you guys wow me.
It rarely is. It stunk, though.
It wasn't all that great.
The last match was pretty dumb as well.
Alright, so if anybody cares, the dark match was the Usos beating the Mid-Card Mafia.
The Mid-Card Mafia.
The Mid-Card Mafia, what?
Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, that's what they call themselves. They got like a little animation thing that Tyler Rex draws on YouTube.
Yeah, it has been coming up with new episodes of that?
I only watched the first one.
Wait, who has a YouTube show?
Tyler Rex.
He like draws it himself.
Yeah, it's like a little cartoon thing. It's pretty funny, actually.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let me think. Alright. Well, SmackDown starts with Teddy Long coming out and announcing that the World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan would be defending his championship in the Elimination Chamber match against Randy Orton, Mark Henry, Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes, and Big Show. Now, Mark Henry wasn't exactly happy, as when he came out, he was talking about how he didn't how the odds weren't in his favor, and that he had a statistical chance of 6-1 that he would win the championship.
Okay.
Wow, that's over everybody's head.
Well, I mean,
What?
I'm guessing that.
He said he didn't have the best odds, and then he said 6-1.
Does the WD have over that amount of odds chances?
Those are great odds.
Yeah, 6-1 is great odds.
Yes.
I was sitting there saying, no, you need better math, man.
6-1 is great.
Yeah. Anyways, excuse me. Mark Henry talks about wanting to be out of the Elimination Chamber match and having a one-on-one championship match. And Teddy Long gives him half of what he wants. He takes him out of the match and does not give him a championship match that night. So he effectively has no championship match. Mark Henry pulls out Teddy Long's tie from his suit, and then Teddy Long ends up suspending him because he put his hands on him. Henry talks about getting pissed, and then he's about to lay Teddy Long out, and then Sheamus comes out, hits him with a brogue kick, and then talks about how he doesn't know which championship he's going to fight for.
Oh my god. Again, they go with Sheamus not doing fucking anything after his Royal Rumble win.
Oh, I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for.
I don't know which one I'm going to go for, but what I do know is I'm going for a championship.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have a match later.
And then Cody Rhodes comes out. And then they talk. And then Sheamus ends up defeating Cody Rhodes in a match put together right then.
Was it a good match at least?
I actually don't think I was watching it. There was something in the Skype chat and you distracted me.
I was barely talking to Skype
It
chat.
was somebody else then.
It's probably Mike.
Jonesy, it's your fault.
Yeah, fuck you, Jonesy.
What? Don't blame me.
Fucking distracting with your pony butts and everything.
Yeah. Distracted me on Twitter, making me unfollow.
Yeah, because that's all I do. I look at pony porn the entire day.
Well, at least you can admit it.
When someone uses your computer, do you erase your history of pony porn?
I have my own laptop.
He hides it in special folders.
Named
Those were the days.
one of the folders like vacation of
Yeah.
like Panama, and then you open it up and there's like a secret folder that
Never even
says
been out of the country. I've never even been out of the country.
a secret folder
Oh,
that
that's-
says like pony porn, and then you open
Vacation
that up, and it's
to-
like graphic images of
Yeah, it says
ponies
not
fucking ponies and
porn.
humans.
Vacation to the Cheese Factory.
It's probably hidden under its like schoolwork
Cheesecake
folder.
Factory, yeah.
It's like schoolwork, senior year. You click it, it's just something about the images.
Alright, we're getting,
Soundtrack.
yeah. Anyways, next match is Hunico versus Justin Gabriel, but as Hunico and Camacho, I forgot his name for a second, come out on the little lowrider bike, Cody Rhodes ends up jumping Justin Gabriel. And then both Camacho and Hunico join in until, guess who makes the save?
Sheamus again.
No, not Sheamus. Try again.
Ezekiel Jackson.
No, you
Ted
suck.
DiBiase?
You all suck. Go die in fires. The Great Khali makes the save.
Why?
Why?
Because he's big.
I guess I'm trying to give him another push of some sort.
Right.
Why is he back anyway?
Because India loves him.
Yeah, they loved him enough to send him
But-
back.
Wait, they're not on tour.
Touche.
Wait, when are they going to tour in India?
I don't know.
Well,
I heard there was
That
some
is-
talks of that.
I thought he was never coming back.
No,
Man, he got
I think that was
featured
just a
in Denver.
rumor. I don't even think he was ever let go.
No,
No,
he was
he-
featured.
I think he was let go.
He was let go.
I think so.
Well, he
Or
came
he was
back.
given he was given like a special contract where he could appear in like promos or something like that.
Or maybe he was just off on injury, so we assumed he kind of got let go.
Exactly.
Anyway, he has no business being back.
Alright, now where was I? Hunico there. Alright. Back... yeah, I apologize. I'm sick.
Weird.
backstage segment with Drew McIntyre begging Tay Long happens, and then Santino Marella comes in saying he has a new tag team partner. Guess who?
Oh yeah, I came in at this part, so I won't spoil that.
I knew who came in, so I'm not going to say anything either.
I'm trying to guess.
Take a wild freaking guess.
Don't be a failure.
Just take a wild freaking guess.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
No.
Don't
He
give
was in
it
the Royal Rumble match last Sunday.
He was in the Rumble match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just think of those 30 superstars.
Think of him.
Santino Foley?
Wrong.
Nope.
Go die in a fire.
Oh. What?
Jim Duggan.
Oh.
And as always, Santino Marella has a new name for their team. Instead of Santoshi, or whatever they did, it was Santino.
Oh.
Oh.
Haha.
Anyways,
it's Santino. Oh.
They
What, the
said,
Santa Claus? Yeah, I like Jonesy's better.
Oh.
Anyways, Oksana comes in and talks about Tay Long's giant piece of wood. And then she goes and picks...
Get it? Because he's black.
No, because there was a 2x4 at his feet. Because Jim Duggan left. Anyways, Jim Duggan comes back.
That's not child friendly.
Jim Duggan comes back for his piece of wood and then yells out, "Ho!" and then walks out.
that's not PG.
But the little Litlins don't get it. Alright. Litlins.
Little Oatmans.
Little ones. Litlins.
What are they doing with McIntyre?
Nothing.
Wasn't he supposed to be fired like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
He's begging not to get fired the last time.
I think they're trying to do
Don't
a
beg me,
whole...
Teddy Long. He's like, don't fire me, Teddy Long. Don't fire me. He's like, who the fuck are you?
I think they're trying to do a MVP-like turn where he gets beat for months on end and then he wins and he turns face.
Do you think McIntyre's gonna... Oh, wait. Did McIntyre replace Henry in the chamber?
No.
Oh.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
The dude's been on a losing streak since last year, halfway through.
It would give him a good push.
No. He's not even qualified for the Intercontinental title right now. And you want to put him in a world title match?
No one's qualified at the Intercontinental title because
The matter
no
is
one's
with-
going after the Intercontinental title.
Screw logic.
The
Come
matter...
in anyway.
What's the wrong with you, Greg?
What you wrong with you? Okay, go.
Anyways, Santino Marella and Jim Duggan are putting a match against Primo and Epico in a non-title match. The basic hot tag stuff happens, you know, where somebody gets tagged in and then they clear out both people and then go for the finisher after the teammate pushes the other guy out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Rosa Mendez distracts Santino long enough for one of them to...
By shaking her booty?
No, by blowing him a kiss.
Blowing a kiss.
And one of the Cologne cousins end up backstabbing Santino for the win. And then Daniel Bryan comes to the ring after being called out by Michael Cole for an interview. And then he steals... well, let me go back a little bit. Michael Cole calls for an interview, and then when Daniel Bryan comes out, he talks about how he was wrong about Daniel Bryan being a bad champion, and that he could admit that he was wrong, and that he still has the championship. He goes out, he offers his hand as sort of a truce or something. I don't know. And then Daniel Bryan instead takes the microphone saying, "All due respect, this is about me, not you." So then Daniel Bryan cuts a heel promo about being a role model and a vegan, and then he talks about how people should be vegans because...
Meat poisons our bodies.
Right, and if they went to slaughterhouses, they would understand and quit eating meat.
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I'd still eat meat.
I went to a slaughterhouse but like 4 times now, and after that I went to go have a burger.
Exactly.
I don't really care.
All these cute animals make me hungry. Oh,
Exactly.
It affects guys.
I feel like eating some chicken.
Like throwing their big
Where's the
cow
nearest
bodies in like
KFC?
the meat grinder. I'm like, that could look good with some onions and some lettuce on top.
Yeah.
What's that, dead hamster? Yeah, throw it.
Anyways, Big Show comes out and says, I would have came out here sooner, but I just got finished eating a big juicy steak.
Yum.
Which begs the question as to why he would probably wrestle after eating a big steak, you know, since he's in his ring gear and all. I mean, wouldn't that cause some cramps or something?
I doubt that, but, you know, it's a Big Show. So he just probably doing his thing.
Oh. Anyways, they talk about whatever, like the weather and how's the politics in the United States, you know, things like that.
Really?
Yeah, really.
No.
You should have watched it. It was boring.
It's
Anyways.
all global warming.
What happens, Mr. Coffer?
I'm sorry, I'm sick. Anyways, Show starts attacking Brian, and then AJ runs out in a...
Whoa.
Yeah, she's back.
AJ's back.
Yeah, she's alive. She's not dead.
Her neck is broken, though. She's got a neck brace.
Neck brace.
Doesn't matter. She's still probably beautiful as always.
No, she looked pretty ugly.
And then Big Show eats her.
He's like, oh, look, someone brought me out a 95-pound steak.
And then AJ tries to stop Big Show from choke slamming Brian, but he does so anyway.
You know
And then
what?
AJ Lee gets in the ring to try to stop him
That's
from
my
attacking
phone.
further. And answer your phone.
No. Good.
You're ruining the podcast, man.
How very professional, Greg. Gosh.
Are you sure? Did you get the telemarketer?
It was another telemarketer. Just go.
Okay then.
Why don't you just call the telemarketer? Why don't you just have that telemarketer
honestly,
block up the phone?
Telemarketers have been calling my house every 30 minutes.
Greg,
I'm
this isn't
getting
about
pissed.
you.
It's going into my head, and I just
This
wanna
isn't
beat
about
the
you,
shit
Greg.
out of the
Tell them to go
telemarketer.
fuck
This is about
themselves.
wrestling.
I
Greg,
picked
Greg,
the phone. No,
Greg.
because they're always fucking answer machines. They're always like that same
Greg.
fucking...
Greg, the show isn't about you.
Okay, go.
Are you sure? Can I go?
Yes.
Okay then.
Ring,
Fucking
ring,
telemarketers.
ring, ring.
Here we go.
Anyways, AJ goes into the ring to stop Big Show from punching out Daniel Bryan. The Show tries to explain to her, oh, it was a mistake, I didn't mean to run you over and break your neck. And then AJ's all scared and stuff, and then Show punches her out anyway, so...
What?
And everyone cheers.
Wait, no, you're just fucking with me,
Oh, really?
aren't you?
No, really, it happened.
I'm bringing
Bring
up
up
the
the
results
results.
right now. Fuck you.
Hold it for yourself.
He then choke slammed her.
I'm bringing the results up. If you're wrong, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Strike.
He then ripped all the clothes off and just let it down.
It's not very PG, Jonesy.
Just went down on AJ.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking into Greg's mind. That's what he wants to do.
No, I wouldn't want Big Show to go fuck AJ. She would just die under the pressure.
Greg wishes he was Big Show at that
Wait.
moment.
Greg,
He
it's
did
basically-
not punch her, you bastard. That would make
funny
Big
people.
Show a heel, and they wouldn't have two heels going at it.
Alright. AJ Lee
It's
just
that
backs
he
off.
accidentally punched AJ.
And then Big Show probably tries to cry again. Now,
It's just he accidentally.
the next
punched him.
event was not shown on Smackdown. It was going to, but for whatever reason it got scrapped. Brodus Clay, the Funkasaurus, defeats Heath Slater. After the match, Drew McIntyre came out and attacked Clay. However, he wasn't successful as Clay ran him over.
Also, they were trying to set up McIntyre versus Funky, but then
No.
they realized it probably wouldn't have worked, and then they decided not to have it.
This was back during the Drew McIntyre segment earlier in the show. Teddy Long says, you need to impress me, which probably would have been him attacking Brodus Clay. But since he lost and whatever, they don't like McIntyre, they probably dropped him.
Yeah,
They dropped that segment.
that's sad.
Anyways, the next segment is Beth Phoenix and Natalia talking about whatever. Natalia farts, they walk away, and then Santino...
Whoa, wait.
This stupid farting.
Wait,
What-
she
what-
farted?
Where did this
Actually,
come from?
They're
Why
making
are
a
they doing
storyline
this?
out of the fart.
No,
Making a
wait,
storyline out of the fart.
strike.
Why are they making a storyline out of this?
It started last week, but for whatever reason, she farted, and they're gonna run with that.
It's It's so stupid, and they put the sound in.
Right.
Wait. So it's like a sound like.
I don't know. I don't listen.
Oh my god, that's gonna be terrible. Why would they do that to poor Natty?
Because she's a heart.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's just a lot right there.
It's funny, but god damn, it's terrible.
Anyways, Natalia farts, Beth Phoenix and Natalia leave, and then Santino walks into the fart, throws up, and runs away.
Really?
Yep.
No.
He throws up into a trash can with his back to the camera.
Okay, what happened next?
Anyways, another promo for the Elimination Chamber Smackdown match is shown, but they say Mark Henry was suspended, and so he got replaced. And who replaces Henry?
Who wants to guess that one?
He was also in the Royal Rumble.
He was in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a guess, man. That's 1 out of 30 superstars. Get it right. Come on now.
I don't know who.
He's a SmackDown superstar. They should lower it down to 15 chances.
He's a SmackDown? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to fucking bring up the SmackDown superstar list now.
No, you're gonna cheat. No cheating. Let them guess.
I'm already bringing it up.
Even if he looks at the list, I'm pretty sure he's still going to miss it.
SmackDown. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Great Khali is announced as Mark Henry's replacement in the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match.
They've actually been pushing Mahal.
They have?
Yes.
I thought he was losing every single time.
He was still pushing. He was still getting
That's not a push.
Well, they couldn't.
That's cannon fodder.
Or they couldn't have had like DiBiase take his place, or.
Yeah, but see, then it would be DiBiase, and you don't want that. Or
Jackson. Jackson would have been dominant in the fucking.
Jackson is bland. Nobody likes Jackson.
I like Jackson.
But you're stupid.
I've always liked Jackson.
Or you're stupid, and you're attracted towards black men.
I am. Okay, go.
Anyways, Josh Matthews interviews Randy Orton on his match with Barrett tonight, and Orton talks about how, given the opportunity, he would have thrown Barrett down the stairs too. And he talks about how he's been more venomous than he's ever been before.
More even venomous? Though it was
all, yeah. And then Randy Orton defeats Wade Barrett in a no disqualification match. This was actually okay. They brought tables, they brought chairs into play.
Did anybody start bleeding?
No. Anyways, Barrett sets up Orton to wasteland him onto a chair, but Orton counters that into an RKO. And then Randy Orton RKOs him the second time onto the chair to win.
Yay.
Well, and then a backstage segment with Daniel Bryan and AJ talking to Teddy Long about reprimanding Big Show. For whatever reason, Daniel Bryan decides, hey, watch this. Stay in here where you're safe, AJ, so you don't get run over again. He runs out going, yes, yes, yes. And then Orton has no idea what's going on. He's still on the turnbuckle celebrating. He turns around and he's like, okay. And then Teddy Long announces Bryan versus Orton for next week.
Well, that's weird. Okay, and then it says, I'm reading something right here. It says, after the show goes off air, a match between Big Show and Daniel Bryan happens. During the match, the referee tries to sweep as much debris off the broken table out of the ring. Big Show grabs the broom and helps him sweep. The match ends with McIntyre and Jinder Mahal interrupting and getting a double chokeslam for their efforts. Afterwards, Big Show walks around ringside high-fiving and taking pictures and signing autographs.
Alright, so rate that Raw.
What?
Rate that Raw.
The Raw? Wanna rate it?
Yeah, rate the Raw.
Okay, what do you guys give the episode of Raw? I give it an 8.
Greg, you're stupid.
I give it an 8.5.
I was obviously referencing all the Rock and Cena and Triple H promos that happened on SmackDown. You're stupid.
What?
Exactly. Right?
Oh, we're talking about
Right SmackDown
Raw
now that Greg's ruined a joke.
But we didn't rate Raw or TNA.
Fine, rate Raw and then SmackDown.
Okay.
Jesus, Greg.
What do you guys-
You're supposed to be a host. You're supposed to be on top of this.
What do you guys rate Raw? I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
And you're stupid.
we're talking
Jonesy,
about
you're up.
Raw. You said?
Raw.
Yes. Rate Raw, Jonesy.
8 Advil out of 10.
Nice.
You, Mike. Oh, wait, Mike isn't here.
Oh.
Jimmy. Come here, Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
Rate Raw for us.
Jimmy. All right, strike you.
Jimmy's dogs are barking, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I give it 1 Brodus Clay out of 1. And 2 Funkets out of 2.
Okay, give me a real fucking...
I don't remember Raw.
We just went over it.
But I'm sick.
Oh.
And my memory's awful.
Okay,
Give me-
I give TNA, from what I watched out of TNA, a 7.5. No, I'll give it an 8, because all the matches were pretty good. And at least the beginning promo was okay to watch.
How many whores were on TNA?
I didn't see any knockouts on TNA.
Alright, so I give it a 0 out of 10.
Well, Tara and Gail Kim were on.
Oh, so 1.
Okay, sure.
And I can't give TNA a score because I don't watch it.
You should watch it,
on how
Jonesy.
many, just rate it on how many whores it had, like I do.
Who's the whore, Gail Kim or Tara?
Kim.
Oh, okay.
I can't see about 4.
So
Rate SmackDown.
rate SmackDown. I give SmackDown a 6 out of 10.
A 6.
A 6.
Are you swagger now?
Yeah, I'm swaggy time.
Swaggy time.
Swaggy time. Okay.
Jonesy, you're up.
For SmackDown?
Yep.
Rate that SmackDown.
What I saw, I'll give it...
It's not that hard to give a fucking rating.
5
A 5?
headaches out of 10.
Alright.
Alrighty.
And look,
Jimmy.
Jimmy is back. Jimmy, rate Raw and then rate SmackDown.
Raw, 8 out of 10.
Nice.
SmackDown, considering I only saw 1 match, 3 out of 10.
Alright. And the
I
lovely
give-
Strike, who...
Oh, I thank you, honey.
Oh my god. Let's go.
Now, I rate SmackDown 1 fart out of 10.
Okay. Oh god, I feel so bad for Natalia.
But yeah,
5 parts out of 10.
Yeah, so that's it for our... Since Mike isn't here, we don't have any
2 creeps out of 10.
TNA, we don't have any indie talk. And a lot of bag movement.
So then we go on to the news, right, Greg?
You want to go on in the news or you want to take a break?
We could
Let's
take
take a quick break.
Quick
I need to
break?
grab some water. My throat's killing me.
Alright, we're going to take a quick break, everybody. We'll be right back. Just keep with us, babies. And... welcome back, everybody, to the Arc of Wrestling Podcast. Okay. This is the news segment. Fucking Strike is getting me sick
Yep.
through the Skype call. I think we're going to start with the big news topic of tonight. Chris Jericho is expected to leave after his WrestleMania match to go on tour with Fozzy during the summer.
And Greg is a hypocrite, so he doesn't like this.
I hate this.
Why do you hate it?
Because Jericho,
because
it's just another one of those superstars coming in to promote something and then leaving to go do that thing that he promoted. It's what The Rock has been doing all the fucking time.
But he hasn't promoted it yet. That's the thing. If he promoted it, then I'll understand.
He's going to promote it. And whenever someone jumps onto Google and types in Jericho, they're gonna see on tour with Fozzy, and then people are gonna be, oh, what the fuck is Fozzy? It's self-promoting without actually.
So he's not doing anything.
He's gonna be doing something. Just wait. After WrestleMania, he's gonna start promoting it.
And how are you sure of this? He hasn't promoted it the past couple of times he's left.
He's doing his gimmick first, and then he's gonna start promoting it.
I doubt he's gonna do it.
Jericho's promoted Fozzy before.
But that's when he actually made it kind of known on the wrestling thing. Right now, people really don't care. They're just sit there.
Greg, the only way he's promoted Fozzy is by playing on Raw, having it be the theme song of Royal Rumble 2010, along with whatever skill it did, and then having it be having a theme song for a TNA pay-per-view. That's basically it.
He's promoted the album before. He's promoted that he was going to go on tour with Fozzy years before, in interviews and a lot of that were connected with WWE.
On the show. Not on
He's
the
had
show.
articles talking about Fozzy on WWE.com. He's promoted Fozzy a lot of times, and he's going to continue promoting it no matter what you say or not.
And is that bad?
Yes.
We'll see. We'll see what happens after WrestleMania. Right now, it's kind of too early to
The Rock
speculate.
is really only there for the money and to promote his movies.
Well, Undertaker's only there for
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
John Cena.
Undertaker's only there for WrestleMania.
Taker's under contract, and he's not promoting anything else.
Taker's under a Legends contract.
Taker's under his own special contract. He's not under a Legends contract. He's on a special contract.
He doesn't have to show up. He could show up for one day out of the year for WrestleMania, and maybe a couple days for practicing.
He's had matches last year. You know that on Smackdown, right? He was in matches. He was in dark matches, and he was on live matches. I remember those matches as well. He was in matches on SmackDown.
Not last year.
Yes, last year.
The one time he appeared all of last year was for WrestleMania.
He appeared like a month before WrestleMania and just promo up till then. His own little things we saw then.
Yeah, he got buried by Kane in like December.
Yeah, see that's kind of dumb though. Like I hated that he just came back for WrestleMania to fight Triple H. I kind of wanted him to actually go after Nexus and Kane because they're the ones that did that to him.
The reason why that is wrong is that because Taker is in the same position where Edge is. Any slight injury and it could end his career. At least Taker knows what to do in the ring to allow him to not get injured.
That wouldn't make sense because what doctors said Edge cannot wrestle anymore, but they still want Taker to wrestle.
Taker's been fighting injuries for years, dude. There's a reason why he's taking all these hiatus because he has injuries every time after WrestleMania.
So is Edge. Edge takes hiatus too. He does more moves then.
Edge was taking hiatus too.
Taker's injuries are have a lot to do with his legs and his ribs. Edge's injury is to the neck. Once Taker could get injured and then get surgery and go back in there. If Edge hurt his neck, he couldn't move. His entire body would shut down.
Greg,
he would become paralyzed.
We can argue about this all
night
for like an hour, all night probably. But it comes down to the fact that you don't like Jericho leaving for whatever reason, but you welcome Taker leaving for whatever reason.
Yes.
That makes you a hypocrite.
It does not make me a hypocrite.
That's exactly what makes you a hypocrite.
No.
You don't condone leaving, yet you support it for somebody else.
Because Taker's... Okay. We're going to continue going back and forth, and I already said my opinion.
Not the show, though.
What?
Let's continue for the show. We'll leave this for later time right now.
We'll leave this for another argument later. All right.
If we want to start a rant segment, we could bring this a rant segment later.
Maybe.
Not now.
Triple H reportedly called for Sheamus to win the Royal Rumble.
Yes, the original plans were for Jericho to win it, since all the build-up was very strongly pointing towards him, but at the last minute, Triple H decides for Sheamus to win it.
I heard they had a Orton scheduled to win it as well, but that got pushed out the window from Jericho.
I've never heard Orton being scheduled for it.
I heard he was the first one before Jericho in the picture.
Hmm.
But anyways, that's still irrelevant. They still pushed all them other way for Sheamus.
And of course, Sheamus wasn't built up for it at all. He was feuding with Mahal at the time.
That was more than likely. Like Triple H pretty much said that he did it because they've trained together and he wants to give him a push. I also thought they did it for a different reason because everyone believed Jericho was going to win. So more than likely they did just throw a wrench into everyone's prediction.
Apparently,
yeah, but they could have gave the win to somebody else who was also built up. Instead,
they could have, but they wanted to make it completely unexpected. That's where I see it. They wanted to make no one really see who's going to win.
How many times has the champion how many times has the winner always been telegraphed at least a little? I mean,
yeah, that's the thing. They wanted to have a complete brand new thing. At least that's what I see it. So it's just unpredicted. Like it's someone that no one expected at all to win, and that's who it was.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can make that argument for Santino Marella. Nobody expects him to win. Would you be okay with Santino Marella winning?
No, it wouldn't mean you'll be okay with it, but I'm just saying they want to be something that wasn't predictable.
I'm gonna read this, and I want you guys to give me your honest opinion. WWE's officials, we're going back and forth last week, having John Cena win the match due to the stipulation that everyone was eligible for the Rumble. Cena would win the match and pretty much go make a tough decision, take the title shot, and not face Rock at WrestleMania. So
then a year of build-up is meant for nothing?
Yep.
Well, they basically wanted to have that kind of.
And then he would probably put the Rumble. You would probably put the Rumble #1 contender shot up online, and then someone else would go and win it.
No.
Be interesting. That would have been interesting, but honestly, I'd rather go with what they've done now than that, because I would rather not see Cena up there again.
Dude, Sheamus' girlfriend looks pretty cute.
So does his Foley's daughter.
He has a girlfriend?
But her nose is weird.
Does she have that Jew nose?
Here, I don't want that person to know that we're talking, so I'm gonna send it to you guys. Here, I'm gonna send it to Jimmy. There's Jimmy. Where the fuck? Jonesy. Where is it? Strike. Here we go. You guys see that?
No. Oh, there it is. Sheamus O'Shaughnessy.
It looks just like him. Oh wait, that's him.
Oh wow, she does have that.
Are you sure
that Jew nose going on? She really
Are you
has
sure
that.
that does?
Yeah, that was confirmed to be.
She has a Jew nose for days. You can ski down that thing.
And look, there's Sergeant Slaughter over there with Ricky Steamboat.
You would think he'd dated another Irish chick.
You would think so.
You would think exactly, but no, you went to go to J-Date or something.
And that,
Holy
and that,
shit!
And that Dr. Isaac Yankem picture looks eerily like my uncle does.
And there's a picture. There's a picture of him as a kid. Look at that one.
I don't want to look at that one. Ooh, Lillian. Ooh, there's a picture of Maurice.
He looks familiar, like an actor or something. I'm trying to think of who.
Wait, that's Sheamus? Oh wow.
Sheamus? Let me see.
This is the Sheamus.
Oh wow, he looks like that kid that was on Tosh.0 that said "I like turtles."
Yes! Oh my god.
So I like turtles. But it's just turtles.
Like him. He's got the demon eyes.
That's exactly how that kid looked like too. They really did.
Maurice pictures from Halloween.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And she's
Alright, what's
peeing on a
next one?
fire hydrant as a dog.
Anyways, what's next for the segment? New segment.
What?
What's any more news this week?
Yeah, there's a lot. WWE edits the Smackdown match we already talked about. So, update on CM Punk's WWE DVD. As noted before, WWE Champion CM Punk confirmed his new WWE DVD to come out later this year. Punk spoke about the DVD on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast and said that he's already upset a lot of people in regards to the decisions he made about the DVD. WWE DVD News reported that Punk has a lot of input on the DVD that will include matches and documentary style features similar to the recent Randy Orton and John Cena DVDs. Punk picked the matches for the DVD, which stars were interviewed for the documentary. Punk talking about watching recent DVD sets on Randy Orton and Chris Jericho, then sending a long email to WWE employee said that he wants for the DVD. Punk said that he didn't like the usual narrators that can be heard in the background of the choice of music on WWE's DVDs. Punk is refusing to have crappy band like Switchfoot on his DVD and is planning on using music from bands he is a fan of the friends with. The set will be out on DVD and Blu-ray later this year.
So you mean that?
Go ahead, Frank.
So basically, the DVD that the person is about, that person does not get to have many says in what the DVD is about.
Usually not.
That seems a little busted, you know.
Yeah,
It does.
because
News.
it's a documentary about you, and you're not allowed to say what you want on it. But I'm glad he's taking charge. Go, Jimmy.
I'm telling you probably have some little input about it, not a whole lot.
Yeah,
Like if
what you
like
want
normal
to be
superstars.
on it.
But they're giving Punk a lot of leeway on this because he's pretty much from now like the next hottest thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. So they're just like giving him a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
So that's for the Punk. WWE developing new cruiserweight show for the WWE Network. WWE is scoring the independent scene, looking for talent weighing around 200 pounds that would be featured on the new show.
Cabal.
We reported several weeks ago that WWE held a pilot TV taping at Florida's Sun Life University back in December for an undisclosed project. WWE reportedly loved the feel of the building and is looking to film the new cruiserweight show there. I want to see what this building's all about.
So they're gonna get a bunch of no-name people into a show. That's
Probably. But they're probably going to throw in people like Justin Gabriel and hopefully Evan
Sounds a
Bourne.
lot like NXT.
No, because these people actually have no names to them at all. Really, the only people who are going to be interested in this is indie people. And since it's a WWE network that you have to buy, you're not going to be too excited just to watch that.
Wait, do you actually have to buy the network?
I'm pretty sure
Has
you
that
do.
been confirmed, or is this gonna be added to like? Because I'm pretty sure DirecTV, because I have a plan with DirecTV, and it usually just
Yeah,
gets
like
added to it.
one or two things like that will probably have them added onto their list, but I mean, you probably still have to buy it for others.
I'll buy it, you know.
Well, you're made of money, so. And yet you live in a neighborhood where you have to flash a gang sign just to get to your car.
I don't like living in big places that are too expensive. I wanna be able to save money
And risk your life. Oh, here's the gang sign, guys. Oh, wait, wrong gang, no!
fuck you, Strike.
I don't go that.
So yeah.
Next topic.
WWE signs Real Deal Mark Anthony.
I don't know who this is.
He's from OVW.
Oh, that's why I don't know who
Which
he
is
is.
weird because OVW is under contract with TNA. Which makes me wonder how...
Or are they?
Or how set in stone that contract is.
Is OVW really under contract from TNA?
Yeah.
I thought TNA just pulled a couple people from there every so often.
No, it's the official training. It's the official training ground for wrestlers to go to TNA.
So
Yeah, press release. WWE confirms new creative team hire. WWE today announced the appointment of Eric Pankowski as Senior Vice President, Creative and Development. Pankowski, previously a senior executive at Revyville and Warner Brothers, will report to WWE Executive Vice President of Creative, Stephanie McMahon.
So what has this guy done before?
He worked with Warner Brothers.
Yeah, but even
that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Like
look,
on
Hunter's
what-
in the call. Okay. So, he worked with Warner
I had
Brothers.
such a shitty day today. Today was the worst day of my life.
Hunter, we're doing the podcast.
Why? It's like a Friday.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Hunter, what happens on Sunday?
Nothing.
Okay, look.
Nothing's happening on...
Pankowski spent more than 12 years on his career working for Warner Brothers, most recently serving as Senior Vice President of Paramedia Inc. with Jim Paratore's production company.
This doesn't tell me what he's done, though.
I'm trying to find out.
What shows have he done? What episodes of what shows?
Here, let me search his name up. Maybe something will come up. But
It's like that guy that did the episode of Friends with Bruce Willis. I like that guy. That was a good episode. I don't know what this guy's done.
He has an IMDb page.
Huh.
I'm trying to load up.
So while you're loading it up, I'll tell you why my day was so shitty.
He's the producer of Beyond Twisted.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
It's a TV series that failed on its pilot episode.
Oh, that's comforting.
That had Laura
That's
Silverman
great.
and Jason Nash, and it was in 2009.
I don't know either one of those people.
Jason Nash was in...
I don't want to know these people. I want to know the producer guy that gets hired.
Jason Nash wasn't in anything big. Was he? He was in House for an episode.
An episode.
An episode.
An
And then
episode.
Laura Silverman is the sister of Sarah Silverman.
I know who that is.
So she's even less talented than Sarah Silverman?
Yeah.
Does she have the weird horse face
Yeah.
like her sister?
Oh my god, she has a terrible face. Look at this.
I don't want to look at that.
Look at this.
I want to know the producer. I don't want to know horse faces.
Look at this.
I don't want to.
I'll
Look at
look.
It's such a weird...
Oh
fuck-
my god,
Yeah.
she is horse face.
She has like... I think they're twins, maybe? Let me look.
Ew.
Oh no, they're not
Ew.
twins. Laura's older.
Ew. Now tell me about this producer.
I know nothing about this dude.
Then
He's
why are we happy about this guy? We are not happy about this guy. We are disappointed. Because the only thing we can find that he's done is one failed pilot. That's not exciting. And this guy's on the creative team now?
Apparently. Eric is a creative veteran whose knowledge and experience will be tremendous asset to both creation of new WWE content as well as enhancing our core product. Says
Especially
Stephanie.
since he's done a failed pilot.
Okay, here we go. He spent 12 years in Warner Brothers. He's the senior vice president of Paramedia, which did Lopez Tonight.
Oh God.
And
that failed too.
He's also been director of programming at Telepictures, which did the Ellen DeGeneres show, which is still in the making today.
So if we go by your information, we're gonna have the Abraham Washington show back.
Yay!
Pretty much.
Okay.
Ellen DeGeneres is supposed to be like the new Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Without all the money.
It's only because she's a lesbian.
Yeah, is she lesbian or is she bisexual?
She's a lesbian.
Who? What?
She's straight lesbian. She's got a girl penis in between her legs.
So a vagina.
Yeah.
Huh?
So
What were we talking about?
something about something
And lesbians.
and lesbian.
Where's Mike?
Mike is somewhere. He's not here. So
Next news topic. This makes me sad.
why does it make you sad?
Because this talk show failed pilot person's new creative. It's like hiring back Vince Russo.
Don't
No.
ever say that again, Strike. I'll punch you through my computer in your face.
Vince
Matt-
Russo.
Vince Russo is the worst ever in the history.
What happened?
I kicked him.
Good job.
Next topic.
WB issues Royal Rumble survey. It was just a long lot of questions they asked, like, due to the economy, I was limited in spending WWE pay-per-view or something like that. These surveys don't usually come out as often, but when they do, you know they're probably worried about something. The last time they did it was, I don't know. I can't remember the last time they threw out a survey like this. But I think that's really much all the news. Matt Hardy due for court.
The ghost is going to keep him from appearing.
And Beth Phoenix says it's getting boring.
Well, of course, she got kicked in the face for a
Beth
month.
Phoenix did a post-Raw video with WWE's websites where she says she has no competition anymore. Beth added that it's getting boring, where she's left after defeating Divas on both Raw and Smackdown and is likely to set up a feud with Karma.
Karma?
You know, it's weird because she got kicked in the face and her face got busted because of Alicia Fox, but she hasn't really talked to Alicia Fox or had
Holy shit!
any encounters with her at all.
Look at
You being
this.
shot at?
Look at this picture of look at this picture of Beth Phoenix when she was young.
Who cares?
You're a
She
pedophile.
looks fucking scary.
You're a pedophile.
Wow, Greg, you would look up a naked picture of a 13-year-old girl.
What the fuck are you talking about, Hunter?
You're a pedophile, Greg.
I think that's when
isn't
she
it?
was starting to wrestle.
She's like 16.
Oh, that's...
It looks fucking
What's wrong with her?
scary.
Oh my god, what a fucking ugly chick.
What's wrong with her face?
I think that's just the...
She looks like a man.
I think that's sort of the angle because it really doesn't show off
She's
any...
a trans testicle.
I'm gonna go throw up now.
Because it looks like she doesn't have any, like, eyebrow bones or whatever.
She doesn't have eyebrows in general.
Yeah,
Eyebrow bones?
the bones behind the eyebrows, I don't know.
Eyebrow bones?
Yeah, why not?
Eyebrow bones?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm done.
that's the name of the podcast, Eyebrow Bones.
That's the name of this week's cast is known as Eyebrow Bones this week.
Yes.
Eyebrow bones.
Yep, there we go.
It sounds so weird, doesn't it?
Eyebrow
Yeah,
bones.
Eyebrow bones.
I'm pretty sure there's bones behind it, but there's, you know...
Well,
pretty
no,
sure
that's your
eyebrow
fucking
bones.
skull.
Alright,
Really, but if you want to get more specific, I'm pretty sure it has a more specific name than that, but, you know.
Probably the part of that bone is probably called like the eyebrow bone.
So what?
Yeah, that's
What?
a scientific name. Eyebrow bone.
There we go. We don't have to
Eyebrow,
name any
toy
names.
boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
So
toy
what
boat.
were we talking about?
on this podcast?
We're on the news segment right now, so let's
Now, what we talk about?
Well, we could give an over.
News.
No, we're not giving an
Yep.
overview.
You're such a cunt.
But don't.
What's next? What's next, Greg?
Really, that was all the news. There wasn't anything
That's all
else.
the news.
Thank you for joining us.
For real, thank you for doing this
But we
week.
got more segments.
Yeah, we got a new segment this week,
We
don't
got
we?
the popping and the plopping and the botching, and then we got the other segment, and then the other segment with the other thing.
Is that right? How many
Yes.
segments is that?
I don't know. Maybe like 2.
2.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah. So Greg, lead us on.
Oh, WWE officials aren't worried about their website being hacked by those who oppose SOPA and PIPA after UFC's website was hacked last week for supporting the bill.
That's because nobody goes to their website.
I'm actually on the WWE website
You're the only one.
after, like, because they usually put on good videos on there.
You're the only one on the site.
Like, let's see what's on the first page. Orton and Barrett bring the house down. Okay.
Except they did it.
They over-exaggerate stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Clearly, they have to.
Hey, our product is exciting and
Oh, yeah.
unpredictable.
Have we mentioned that WWE has a new YouTube?
A new
Oh
UV
yeah, they're creating a new YouTube where they're gonna be putting a lot of shows up on there.
including, but not limited to, the Z Chulong and Z Chulong
Having trouble there, buddy?
Zack Ryder show. Zack Ryder.
The Z True On. Wait.
Z True Long Island Ice Store.
There we
Nope.
go.
Z True Long Island Ice. I don't remember what it is now.
The True Long Island Story. Zitless.
Z. Whatever.
Zitless. Nobody can get it.
So WWE posted this thing, WWE's Patriots versus Giants. I don't know what this is though.
Maybe we should read it just on their site.
All I know is that they mentioned Kurt Angle in here. Ooh, look, Tori
Oh,
Wilson.
did they steal his moves again?
They put Karma in here.
Karma's awesome.
They put Nikolai Kozlov and they put Corporal Kirchner. They put Sting in here. That's weird. But yeah, WWE's gets pretty interesting at the website.
They have to.
Yeah.
Like what said earlier. So, are we done with this topic? Are we moving on?
We're moving on to another segment.
To the popping and the flopping and the botching, maybe?
Oh god, now I gotta think of my stuff.
Or
Well,
the
that's the
rant
end,
topic?
and we haven't really. We're probably done 30 minutes of this fucking cast.
So then we go on to the rant topic.
Okay, what do you guys want to talk about for the rant?
How you're a bad host.
Nope.
Oh,
Ponies.
Nope.
pony screwing.
Let's talk about video games, guys.
But this is the rant topic.
Yeah.
We could talk about the
Video games should get
Warpath.
their own segment.
Let's talk.
about Warpath.
Yeah, let's talk about Warpath. It's done on crappy No Mercy AI.
What?
You're just butthurt because you lost.
Yeah, both you and Hunter are butthurt that you guys lost.
I'm butthurt because I lost to a punch that was a rope break. And then
I beat Hunter
and
with
then
my.
and then half the match was done with stare down.
Here, let's
It-
let our
really
listeners
wasn't-
know what we're talking about. On our YouTube channel, we have a No Mercy something another going on that Mike's setting up.
And
It's like, I don't know.
Federation? Or...
Sure, let's call it that. And recently 2 matches were done. Strike versus Jonesy, and me, Greg, versus Hunter. And
I look
both
like a
Jonesy and
fight.
I won, and both Hunter and Strike are butthurt.
I'm butthurt because the AI is flawed.
You're butthurt because you lost, and if it was the
I'm
different...
butthurt because it was boring to watch.
And if it was... It's
Strike,
no
you wouldn't be
mercy.
complaining if you won.
I would be. I can honestly say that. I would be complaining
Look,
because
if-
it was not entertaining.
Look, if I could... What I'm thinking of doing is buying a capture card,
Yeah!
buying WB12, and then we'll
Boo.
do it that way.
I should just mail you my copy of WWE12.
At least our dudes will look better than No Mercy with the messed up faces.
Yeah, my hair was kind of too light.
What's wrong with your face?
And my face was kind of weird.
I looked good, but Mike messed up with my moves. I want my moves to be martial arts kind of going.
And I wanted to be a submission specialist.
Yeah,
but I
will
look like
say
a
the music-
biker.
Some of the
These are
music
all
was
these
alright.
complaints, and Mike's not here tonight. That's funny.
The one piece of music I thought was weird is he gave you, Greg, and Hunter Plants vs. Zombies music.
Why? I
That was
wanted...
weird.
Oh, no, they gave
There's
me...
a zombie on your lawn.
No, they gave me my my reggaeton music.
Well, that would make sense.
He gave me Generation B, but I mean Generator B, but I asked for that. So
No,
and
yeah,
Jonesy
he gave me what I asked
Jonesy
for
asked
as well.
for my time. So
Well, it's the same music. I gave him the music.
right, we both gave him the music, and then he put the music on there.
Exactly.
But guys, give me one second here, and I will tell you what the main event for next week will be for the online
It's
federation.
me and Strike in a cage match.
You suck. Go die.
That's the main event.
Why
Apparently.
isn't Jimmy on there? I need to tell Mike. to
I'm
make
on there,
Jimmy.
but I haven't wrestled yet. I think I'm on there, but I don't think I've wrestled yet.
I want to face Jimmy. Me and Jimmy. In a,
You are not worthy.
in a
He's
street
hate-
fight. I'll own his ass.
Jimmy's the next Hayden Vanson. The guy.
You are not worthy. You
the
are
guy-
not worthy.
The guy
Just
who
know
has
that.
promos done for him and then never debuts.
I'm the next Brodus Clay. I'm gonna keep getting pushed back until next week for the next
Except
like
he
6
actually got
weeks.
debuted.
Yeah, he got debuted like 6 weeks after he was supposed
Jimmy's
to.
gonna
So that's
be-
kind of me.
Jimmy's gonna be promoted as a monster, and he's gonna come out in like
That's-
dancing
I'm-
as an Egyptian.
He's gonna come out
Yeah.
with a thong.
What, like Dick Johnson? He's gonna be the next big Dick Johnson.
Big Jimmy Johnson, alright?
Big Jimmy Johnson.
Big Jimmy Johnson going big Jimmy Johnson.
Tell your girlfriend that you're gonna be a stripper.
So
That's okay.
yeah.
But she likes that chocolate rain, right?
What else has been going on?
Yeah.
The Puppy Bowl. Jones,
In
you know
wrestling
about
or
the
just
Puppy
in
Bowl?
general?
The Puppy Bowl?
The Puppy Bowl.
Or the Super Bowl?
Nobody cares about the puppy bowl.
I care about
Yeah,
the
we
Puppy
do.
Bowl.
They
I love
Screw
the
the
Puppy
Super
Bowl.
No one cares about
Oh,
the Super Bowl. It's
The
a freaking...
The referees
Is it-
don't even care about the puppy bowl. He's stoned during the thing.
That's the point.
That's the fucking point. Yeah.
That's the point. It's puppies and cats.
He's stoned during it. He don't even care.
Doesn't
I
Shiloh
missed
cast it?
last year. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no, I
Shiloh
didn't.
cast it, but Shiloh's like a hipster or something.
What does that have to do with casting?
He cast the puppy bowl
Okay, what does that have to do with casting though?
because he's a hipster.
And what does that have to do with casting? I'm just saying this.
Because he's casting the puppy bowl.
Oh my god, I hate you
Strike,
so
you're
much
an
right now.
idiot.
You're not making sense.
I make
hear
quite
Joker,
a
but he's really like silent.
Yeah.
My
You have to
microphone
be-
sucks.
I think we're
Aw.
scaring him.
Am
Aww.
I scaring you,
Probably.
Joker? I'm sorry.
It's the face.
I come out. I know I come out intimidating and awesome, but
Intimidating.
You can't come out of the closet? Is that what you said?
Because I'm intimidating and you know, scary. But when you get to know him, he's kind of like a pussy. So don't worry about it.
Ooh, even Jimmy's talking back.
Dude, microphone.
You mean we stick stuff inside of him?
Yes, exactly.
Sure. So, what do you guys? Video game talk?
Sure.
I can talk about the Marvel.
We can talk about what we played this week.
I'm gonna be getting Twisted Metal coming in.
And you're gonna get me a
This is
PS3
the new- this
along
is-
with Twisted Metal.
This is the new segment on the Wrestling Cast called
No,
Video
it
Game
isn't.
Talk.
It's just something new we're trying out.
Yeah, we'll
Say it to me.
test this. We'll test this pilot out. It's like a pilot test.
It is a pilot. Okay, so I'm getting Twisted Metal on Monday. Our store is going to be getting a shipment in early, but we're not doing a midnight release of it because not a lot of people ordered it out of our store. So we're just going to get a day early and give it to people who ordered it a month before. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be home playing Twisted Metal.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Anyways, I'm gonna be playing Twisted Metal too because Greg is gonna get me a PS3 along with Twisted Metal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's gonna be cool.
I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
if not,
No, strike,
Greg
strike,
doesn't like you that much.
strike.
He likes me
That's
that much, but not
that's
you.
strike. That's the hipster thing to do, and you don't like hipsters.
how's
So-
that hipster? Explain to me.
It's
I want
hipster
people-
because Greg's not gonna Greg's gonna take his time to do it for you. So it's hipster.
I don't even understand what you're saying.
Exactly. That's why it's hipster. See how that works?
No, but you're just talking nonsense. I actually make sense.
No, you didn't make sense. You're talking nonsense too.
Shut up, I'm right.
Go die in a
Strike, you're
fire.
never fucking right.
I
Go
really
die in a
am.
fire and go. Go,
In my own
Go-
little
go
world,
rub-
I am
go-
right.
go rub Wesker's
chew on a
ass. Have fun. Go-
But yeah, I also am in a contest on the Twitter with my own account. And if I
Yeah, you
win,
made your own freaking account.
yeah, and I had to
Idiot.
unfollow you because you were a bad Twitterer.
All right. Anyways, what's the contest
Oh,
about?
you pussy.
Basically, I followed this guy this guy that I watch, and then at the end of the contest, he'll pull out some names, and then I get to choose between having Street Fighter Cross Tekken or
Or Blue Dice?
Blast Blue Extend
The
Do
problem
you know
with
how many
that-
followers he has though?
for free.
No, the problem with that, they usually pick people who've been following them for a while.
Yeah. Usually they aim for the bottom of their followers, not the top.
Yeah.
Well, it's a chance at
No,
free.
it's literally a 0% chance you're gonna get
It's a
this.
chance. Shut up.
They
it's a
only pick people who actually care about them and not there just to win a contest.
Well, I mean,
AKA
trust me.
Strike, you're not gonna win.
Trust me, I signed up for a lot of fucking. I signed up for at least.
then explain to me how Scramus gets everything.
The Scrammus
Scrammus-
spams like no other.
He's a whore.
Yeah, Scramus
Exactly.
is a fucking whore. He signs up for stuff
Just
and
put
then he
her-
waits until they have another.
So would I rather sit on my ass and buy the game myself, or actually give myself a chance for a free
Ricky
game?
Strike. I signed up for
All you
at
do is
least
follow
100
him, yeah.
contests, and I've only won one.
That's because you suck.
And it was a PAX thing, and there wasn't any good crap in there except a Skyrim fabric helmet,
That's because you suck.
which sells for like $70 on eBay. So I'm gonna sell that.
I'm giving myself a chance at a free game. That's all that matters.
Well, if you think you'll win, good luck to you. That's really all. you
Because
can say.
I actually watched that stream too. So yeah.
I watch that stream too, but I don't follow him on Twitter because I know I have zero chance with all his
Here,
followers.
I can look up. Let's look up
Oh, of
video
course-
game.
Of
Video
course, zero chance. You
game
haven't followed. Durr.
giveaway.
Whatever.
Well, let's look up thing. Okay, in past week. Free video game
Donuts.
giveaway. Video game
Ooh, Taco
giveaways.
Bell.
Do I want a copy of
I like
NFL
Taco Bell.
Blitz?
I also like Waffle House.
Nope.
I like Taco John's better.
I'm not going.
And sorry, everybody, we are.
Egg.
Oh
Ray.
my god,
Greg.
we are back.
Ray.
Jonesy, fucking god,
Ray.
we're back.
Egg.
I'm having internet problems over on my side, and I probably need a new mic because everything fucks up when things shut off. So I think we'll just end the podcast. It's gonna be a short one, but we really have nothing else to talk about.
So we're not gonna be doing the flopping and the botching and the popping.
No, yeah, we're gonna end it with that.
Okay then.
So
So
Wait,
Right.
I have to think of mine. Great.
I guess I'll do my pop, flop, and botch first. My pop goes to... I don't know. Who does my pop go to? Really, everybody's pissed me off this week. I guess I'm going to have to give my pop to CM Punk. For just being him. At least I think he's the one person this week that didn't piss me off. My flop goes to Sheamus, and my fuck you goes to Sheamus.
Somebody's butt hurt.
No, I'm sorry, but when you win the Royal Rumble, you should be doing something, not fucking just be under the rock like he is.
He's under the rock? How does that work?
You sick freak.
Yeah, Greg.
Just go.
Anyways, my pop goes to Undertaker because, yay, he's back after a year. And he's going to leave after a match. Yay. My flop goes to Smackdown because they completely disregard the Brodus Clay segment. Because it's all McIntyre's fault. And my botch goes to McIntyre because he stopped the Brodus Clay segment from happening, so yeah.
And my botch goes to Sheamus. I replaced botch with fuck you. I was doing a little 4PB there.
Alright, who's next? Jonesy?
Hunter has a fuck you.
No. You're not reading that shit. Jimmy, go.
Alright, my pop this week goes to, I guess, Undertaker. I kind of marked out or fanboyed out, or whatever you want to call it.
You're marking out, bro.
And then, that was my pop. Yeah, okay. And then my flop would have to be Smackdown. Even though I saw one match of Smackdown, it was pretty damn boring. It was something I've seen 7,000 times already. And then my botch of the week will go to Hunter for failing miserably today. We were trying to get into the call and failed miserably.
Hunter always does.
Okay.
Kick him.
Just like that. Just like that. See?
My fuck you goes to Greg! No, seriously, go fuck yourself.
Wow. Oh, that's so funny. Alright.
I'm not even the host.
Oh, God, that's so funny. That is so funny. Alright, so, Jonesy's turn this time?
Kicked him.
He kicked himself. You wanted it, then he got out himself.
The host kicked him.
I'm guessing.
Right.
Oh, okay, then that's you.
Jonesy, continue.
My pop, I'm gonna give it to Raw because it was actually good this week. My flop. I'll just give it to Greg just because I feel like it. And then my botch. No, wait, no, my flop goes to Strike for bitching and whining about losing his match. My botch goes to... I'll give that to Greg.
Why? I didn't do anything bad this week, except my internet bitching off.
Yeah, because you're screwing up.
You give my botch to the internet, Greg's internet.
Okay, fine. I'll give it to Greg's internet.
He gives the botch to your neighborhood.
Mine, apparently.
My neighborhood isn't that bad.
You get shot at if you don't show the right gang sign. How is that not a bad neighborhood?
That's only on a certain street.
You live on LA? You live in LA?
No, I live south of LA. North of San Diego.
And
South
before
of LA, north of San Diego. Is there a city there?
I live near Anaheim.
And before stalkers find you and kill you and take your hair.
I live about 10 minutes away from Anaheim.
Does your city have a name?
Orange.
Orange County?
Yeah.
Does your city have a street?
Well, just Orange. It's not. We
You live in
it's
Orange.
Orange County, Orange.
Well, I live in Apple, so...
Are you related to the Apple family?
What?
Striking. You know, from My Little Pony.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's just end this. Who else is... Who?
We need the Joker needs to give his.
Joker.
That is the last one.
Come on, brother. You know you got pop, flop, and botch. If not, then it's gonna be another one of those short podcasts. It's weird because we didn't rush it at all. It happened to be short this time.
Yeah, it's missing a segment. Okay.
Just keep on doing that, Strike.
It don't really bother me any.
That's all.
What do you say?
I heard nuts off. If I'm
He
not...
said nipple sock.
Yeah. I guess that's it for a podcast. If Mike was here, it would probably been a little longer. But then again, if Mike was here, we would all look like dumbasses because we're not indie fans.
Yep.
So, this was a good podcast. I enjoyed it.
It could have been better.
Yeah.
It could always be better.
It could always be better, but then we would have to have beers on. We need to find another regular person to be on here. So we can finally kick Hunter out of the group and he'll never be on the podcast.
I have an idea. Let's add Hunter to the group.
No.
And now it's time to end the podcast.
Jimmy, are you getting drunk with your girlfriend now?
Not yet.
Not yet? You
Not
need
yet.
to. Maybe you'll start making some sense.
Maybe, but I'll say that for another time when I'm not on Skype.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to speak to Duck now and the rest of them to see if anybody wants to be on the podcast.
Duck now hates Zack Ryder. He isn't allowed here.
Mike hates Zack Ryder.
Right.
I
And
also
I'm
dislike.
I'm
I'm also
disliking him
starting
as
to
well.
dislike him.
Yeah, I'm starting to dislike him as well.
Of
They're
course,
kind of ramming him down our throats.
of course now, but I mean, he started disliking him.
Just like everyone rams their dick down Greg's mouth.
Yep.
Yep, we knew that already.
Because Jonesy loves doing it
Alright,
in my mouth.
good. Is that how
We're
we're
just
going
gonna
to
end
the
it
call?
there. Thanks everybody for
Greg's
joining
like
us.
talking his mouth.
Wait. Subscribe to the Tumblr.
Oh yeah, subscribe to the Tumblr.
Twitter.
Subscribe to the Twitter.
Subscribe.
Watch our videos.
Oh,
Subscribe to our Twitter.
Jimmy and Mike are working on our iTunes. So
It should be up within. It should be up within this coming week.
yeah,
Buy
so
our
if you
merchandise.
if you guys like listening to old podcasts about old wrestling shit, go listen to our old podcast, and we're gonna be up on Twitter, and hopefully, I'm not Twitter, on iTunes. So hopefully we'll get some.
We'll be on Twitter.
We're already on Twitter.
And remember to buy the Ark of Wrestling Garden Gnome.
That will be coming out in
Of
late
course.
2020.
Arca Wrestling video game.
Buy our panties.
Buy the pillows.
Our throw pillows.
And we'll bring we'll put in a special Strikes dildo that has his face on it. So thank you everybody for joining us on this week's episode of Arca Wrestling. Join us next week for the 19th episode. One more step to episode 20. Bye, and we absolutely love you.